Here's a few movies to check out this week, currently on Netflix Instant. Horror, Wormwood, Road of the Dead. This is an Australian zombie movie that follows two stories. The one story is about a guy named Barry who's traveling through the outback looking for his sister, Brooke. And the other story is about the sister, Brooke. The thing that sets us apart from a lot of other zombie movies is its creativity. The zombies are not your traditional zombies. They actually emit a flammable smoke out of them, which leads up to one of the greatest lines in the movie. It has a sort of post-apocalyptic feel. Some people have called it Mad Max meets Dawn of the Dead. One of the more creative zombie movies out there. It's enjoyable from start to finish. Great effects, great concepts, and I cannot wait for the sequel. Action comedy, 48 Hours. Nick Nolte is a by-the-books cop that needs the help of a temporarily paroled criminal, played by Eddie Murphy, to help him track down a killer. It does kind of have the elements of a buddy cop movie, but it's not because only one of them is a cop. It has everything else that you'd expect from a buddy cop movie. You have the straight man and you have the comedian. Nick Nolte plays the straight guy perfectly, and Eddie Murphy is hilarious. Much like Delirious and Coming to America and Beverly Hills Cop, 48 Hours is one of the major movies that made Eddie Murphy a household name. The chemistry between the two is absolutely fantastic. The comedy still holds up, and while some references are a little bit dated, it doesn't matter. It's a great movie. Sports drama, Varsity Blues. This is an unusual pick for me because I pretty much hate sports, with the exception of the UFC, and since I don't like sports, I don't particularly like most sports movies. However, this one had something special about it. It wasn't just your typical sports movie. It revolves around this small town in Texas that is a little too into their high school football team. The star quarterback of the team is injured, and the backup replacement comes in. So there's a lot of expectations put on the backup quarterback, and when he ends up doing really well, it makes the star quarterback a little bit nervous, and it kind of screws his life up a little bit. The thing that I liked about this, I'm sure it was embellished to a certain degree, but it showed how much a lot of these people get a little too into something like high school football. It shows how it almost has a cult-like mentality. They covered a lot of issues, everything from obsession and even suicide. If you think it's some dumb teen comedy about football, it really isn't. Horror mystery, Sleepy Hollow. It's an adaptation of the old Headless Horseman tale, where Ichabod Crane is sent to Sleepy Hollow to investigate the Headless Horseman. The effects are really good. You have Christopher Walken playing the Headless Horseman and just doing a great job at it. It had that dark gray Tim Burton look before it really just got overused in a lot of his more recent films. A great movie to watch during October. That's all I got for this week. I'll see you next time.